Zunba that we spoke about, no sighting of the Soldier or the Zarya. Initial trades coming through. Whereas on the Rogue side, again, no surprises just yet, but NiCO on the Diva.
Yeah, already demeched as well on the side of Zunba, so good sign for Rogue to try and solidify things early on.
All the opening salvos here before we see a pick. First pick is actually from winz. Lucio taking down the Genji.
Yeah, wow, this is a big deal. Possible first cap. And of course, I mean, we're talking about this, there's still plenty of time for Lunatic-Hai to come back and take control.
Right, exactly.
However, first impressions are important in a series like this.
But it's so hard to get the first cap on this particular point because you have to continue fighting on Village before you drop down. Lunatic-Hai twice have tried to drop down. This time Rogue, with 2 picks onto Zunba and Tobi, have done enough, but still the point's not captured.
Yeah, should be able to take control here as Whoru is able to get 1 pick, but it's not enough.
Have a significant advantage in propping up the Primal Rage. Look at this. EscA's actually snuck onto the point. He's capping it.
Yeah, and Rogue also, I mean, they use the sound barrier, but you're exactly right. It is going to be recapped, and EscA being very, very sneaky gets in there and delays a lot of this percentage. It'll be retaken, but that is good time bought as Transcendence does go down on the side of Rogue.
On the side of Lunatic-Hai, actually, they're trying to hold on to the point. They don't want to give up the instant cap. Watching AKM for now shut down. No picks from AKM from the tack buy. This is so close.
Yeah, this is massive, but Lunatic-Hai are taking control. That is very close to the team wipe. It's only Soon left alive.
So the Transcendence to look like it was to...
A lot of control. AKM once again up on this high ground trying to soften everyone up. Has that tack visor available if he wants it. The Transcendence, yeah, he's going to go down from Rogue. And ryujehong actually used his as well. So everyone just utilizing all the ultimates that they can. Sound barrier goes down. Tobi still has his on the side of Lunatic-Hai. Who are you? Doing the best cleanup, but he's just not able to get it done. And Rogue, that's the team wipe onto Lunatic-Hai. It looks like that control point issue is most certainly still there, at least slightly, Pubs.
I mean, the tank play from KnOxXx there. There's still going to be one final enclosure. AKM has the tack visor. Hasn't popped it yet.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise dive, and there goes the tack visor, but immediately answered. EscA grabs a double as Soon goes down as well. Both DPS now dead as Lunatic-Hai are cleaning up. Miro's dead, but is it enough to get rid of a lot of this damage? uNKOE's just trying to throw some balls around, but it's just not going to be enough. Lunatic-Hai have maintained a fair bit of control here. They get that retake at 99% on the side of Rogue.
So big mistake there from
Monkeys do like to do. Now going to be able to at least get onto the point, but once again, we're into overtime. There's a Dragon Blade from Who Are You, but he goes down extraordinarily low. Has to get out of the fight, but doesn't escape Soon's damage. Because overtime still ticking down. We've got the cap coming up, and Rogue are looking to try and turn it into overtime. Their side of the point. Lunatic-Hai still have a lot to work with. Sound barrier goes down, but they can't actually get onto this point. So close to the retake on the side of Rogue, and can they actually get this one to tick over? They just need to push them out. There goes the mech on the side of NiCO, and Baby Diva's going to fall down. Lunatic-Hai throw in the pulse bomb on the side of Rogue, but there it is.
Yeah, Rogue stepped off the point for a second. No sort of leniency to do that. And that was a really close... Again, it could all be about the micro decisions. I think that one wasn't going to be consequential. It seemed like the reinforcements wouldn't come in fast enough. But let's focus on this one here, on Shrine.
Yeah, the action already breaking out here very, very early on. It's both teams just wrestling for that first cap. NiCO is going to be demeched already. EscA's able to take that one down. That may spell Lunatic-Hai getting some control in this point, but no one actually making any serious moves, just trying to get those picks, and AKM is going to answer with that kill onto Who Are You.
Fight's still going to continue, though. Positioning for now, advantage Rogue, but AKM's down.
Interestingly enough, we have been a bit of a question mark as he doesn't find the stick on the pulse bomb at all. And Transcendence actually going down on the point at the same time as Rogue are trying their very best to try and cap this one out if they can. Got a little bit there, but it's still ticking up for Lunatic-Hai. 97% now, as well as AKM taking a lot of harassment from the side. Rogue do manage to grab a couple of cute kills, and that's another one. AKM, nice snipe on the jump, and finally Rogue get some meaningful picks and switch over the point.
Yeah, really interesting start. uNKOE opening up with the Transcendence. Lunatic-Hai backed away there. Now it's basically one emergency push with Transcendence for Lunatic-Hai. They're letting the timer come down. They need exact positioning. Any picks, and they're done.
Well, it is going to be the Transcendence popped at exactly the right time here for ryujehong. Is this going to mean that they can get the overextension? Possibly, but Miro's going down extraordinarily low, and EscA is going to be able to get the first pick. So Rogue struggling here a little bit, and Soon's going to fall down. Lunatic-Hai should be able to bring this one back. They're so close to capping this point, and we'll be going straight into overtime. There's the retake, and now it's overtime in favor of Lunatic-Hai, looking to grab their first control point of the tournament thus far, and that's going to be that. Lunatic-Hai coming out of the gate so strong on control.
Yeah, zunba shaking it all around on the guns. Both teams tracking up to 99% on basically every map, but the winner is Lunatic-Hai. Lunatic-Hai, the only of the two teams to show flexibility. Zunba jumping off the D.Va onto his favorite soldier. Those are the two big picks for him, and another map when he wasn't playing Ana on stream was the Zarya. So he has a lot of practice on Zarya, but when you have Zunba on the team and he's not playing Zarya, it's always a surprise.
Yeah, that's just giving him credit for his incredible D.Va play, and Whoru's going to grab that first pick onto winz, which is very important. Already, uNKOE going to fall down as well, and that is both of the supports taken. This attack already very successful coming out of Lunatic-Hai. They're taking control at this point, almost about to get that first tick, and there it goes.
And well, you think about it, Atlas, and it makes so much sense. You know that NiCO hasn't been showing the Genji. Zarya's always been strong against D.Va. It's always been Winston to dive. If they take out Winston, that's the only frontliner down. Well, we do see Sound Barrier.
Is going to be the answer here as Lunatic-Hai throw out the Dragon Blade as well. Some picks going down for Lunatic-Hai, who have been able to pick up the more beneficial trades. EscA still trying to poke around. AKM going down so low, but no capitalizer. Yeah. Just chilling out. Zunba there hanging out with him. Ultimate comes down from ryujehong. Just trying to scope out the rest of the teammates. No pun intended. Oh, there it is. That was a body shot. NoxXx already going down fairly low. There's another one. Winz. He's going to get sniped.
And there's no pressure.
Has taken so much control.
There's just no pressure onto ryujehong whatsoever. Nox is kind of busy looking to tie up the other DPS members, and they're not seeing a switch. Finally, we're seeing Rogue make their first swap of the match. They have NiCO onto the Genji. AKM taken out, just coming out of the door. Now NiCO needs to shut down this Widowmaker.
He's just going to jump down. Does get taken out by uNKOE. Some well-placed orbs are going to work it out, but that kill's going to get answered so quickly, and Lunatic-Hai only lose the Widow.
Cap from Lunatic-Hai.
Well, there goes the Pulse Bomb. Gets the stick as well. EscA silencing the doubters right now as Whoru gets a sound barrier. He's got the Dragon Blade. The answering Transcendence was there from uNKOE, but can they wait it out? They at least managed to negate that big knife from the Genji. Otherwise, it's not quite enough. tobi able to pick up a kill onto uNKOE, which is very important. ryujehong's going to be able to pick that one up onto soon. So far, it's clean up as Lunatic-Hai still looking in control. And that cart is going to once again get pushed forward. NiCO gets himself onto the point, but gets pushed away. This is still just parking here.
0.69 meters.
Oh, God, so incredibly close. But Rogue have at least saved it for the moment from that push. Lunatic-Hai eventually just kill everyone. A sound barrier is there. Is it going to be enough? ryujehong says no as the Transcendence comes in just to make sure. And it's just more padding of these KDAs out of Lunatic-Hai. We're just picking up as many kills as they like.
This is a really good delay from Rogue, though, because of the winz having the last-second sound barrier. They've actually bought 25 seconds so far. They will finally be the cap, but at least Rogue can feel good that they delayed for about 25 to 30 seconds by uNKOE.
So, already a good start here for Rogue, who are trying their very best to get off to a good one, because Lunatic-Hai capped that first point so incredibly quickly. NiCO is able to pick up that kill onto Miro as well, so very good signs thus far. And look, this is what you get when you can adapt to what your opponent is doing. A question mark that we certainly had for Rogue. It's exactly what we wanted.
So far, the kill feed has been all Rogue side. Lunatic-Hai exposed by the adjustments. Great stuff to see. Is this going to be the final picks coming through from Rogue? This should be a pretty clean capture.
Yep, all too easy. Sleeping on the point there as well, as that's going to be it. Lunatic-Hai wiped out, and that first point going to be capped.
And now Rogue fans can smile, because we
forward, but he is getting pressured. Should get demech, but good heals come out. Transcendence there now as well, as ryujehong gets it at exactly the right time. The answer comes down from uNKOE, who's able to keep his team alive as well, and EscA's going to fall soon. Wins the Tracer battle, and Primal Rage flies out from both of the monkeys. Who's going to be able to take it, though? It's the Monkey of the West versus the Monkey of the East. And they're both just bouncing around this fight, but not able to find too much more. No one's really stabilizing on this payload here just before the first point.
Seeing AKM come back to the fight, use the ult right at the end. Basically, Rogue investing everything. They cannot allow the cart to be stalled any longer. 6v5 for a moment as Miro still hasn't come back to the fight.
NiCO did manage to take down Miro with that self-destruct, though, so that is very good news.
Whoru, without even investing the Dragon Blade, continues to get picks, and now the timer.
With that one.
That's it. Well, you see Rogue being very respectful. They're hanging back. They're trying to get ult. the reason why Lunatic-Hai is denying Silence, they don't want them to get any charge.
Well, Transcendence is going to come in. There's the Dragon Blade as well from Whoru. Hasn't been able to pick up anyone just yet. Good recall. Gets soon completely out of there, and that Dragon Blade was basically wasted.
Yeah, exactly.
Lunatic-Hai.
Completely wasted all, and let's see if Rogue can turn it. They feel like this is the time.
Well, there's the attack visor out from AKM. Has a sound barrier there to keep himself alive. Whoru's going to be taken down as well as tobi. They're capitalizing on this one nicely. Good Helix Rockets gets a lot of damage in there, and uNKOE follows up beautifully. The triple kill for AKM in the end, and that's 5 for basically nothing on the side of Rogue, and they make it to the second point.
In unison, in combination, to actually finish the map. So far, the delay tactics have worked, although EscA dies.
Yeah, uNKOE is able to pick up that kill soon. Throws down the Pulse Bomb, but doesn't get any kills for it. Rogue have invested at least the Transcendence into this fight to get this payload pushing forward. Self-destruct, doesn't find any kills, but at least get some zoning done.
3 already down on the side of Rogue, though.
Yeah, that is going to be the answer, as AKM's just going to get buzz-zapped by that Tesla gun.
Now it's going to be an overtime push, if anything, for Rogue. And you look at Lunatic-Hai, sound barrier might alone be something to answer, but they have double DPS ults on top of it as well. Rogue have been looking for their moment, but their moment this whole tournament and also on this Hollywood final push has not come, and it's going to take some magic that we haven't seen from Rogue to close this map.
Well, EscA looking for the stick, doesn't get it with the Pulse Bomb off to the side, and Whoru's going to grab that first kill onto AKM. This is looking like it could be sealing the fate of Rogue. The triple kill comes in for Whoru, and zunba's going to take down NiCO as well. Rogue only have 2 members remaining, and one of them is desperately trying to run towards the point but won't make it, and this feels like the end of Rogue, Papa Smithy.
It's like the end of Rogue, but right now, it is not the end of Rogue.
Not completely.
Your baguettes are certainly not raised. They're at half-mast, because basically the way it goes from here is that desperately Rogue needs to win at least 2 maps. If they do not win a single map, if they go down 3-0, they are out. If they go down 3-1, they are out. If they go down 3-2, the mathematical hope, basically it's mighty AOD 3-0 or bust. So, again, right now, Control is not in their own hands, but they are not eliminated from the tournament just yet. Such an aggressive hold is to try and backdoor onto the point and thus force them to come back, but wasn't able to complete that. Finally, though, they do back away, as you can see.
Once again, the flank, but ryujehong's going to survive this time. It's going to mean that Soon has to snap himself back with that recall.
ryujehong's on Ana, wants to stay way out of the action. Lunatic-Hai have position on the point, already 1 tick.
Yeah, already got in here. Bionic Grenade just to keep ryujehong alive.
Nice sleep dart.
Oh, I feel like you almost don't need to say it because you just know that he's going to hit those, Papa Smithy. Pulse Bomb not going to find anyone here, and that's going to be Whoru taking down uNKOE quite handily.
Yeah, Lunatic-Hai, zunba doing his bit. ryujehong exposed on the Zenyatta, instantly swapping onto Ana. And that was admittedly in Season 2 where they went on to be champions, so how big a criticism can it be? Was their lack of Roadhog player, and it is zunba flexing onto it this time.
See whether this is going to be a little bit more successful.
Sleep dart hits onto AKM.
It's not going to be too much gained from it just yet, as Lunatic-Hai is able to then finally grab a couple of kills, but they've invested a lot of ultimates into it. Transcendence comes out to try and defend, but winz maybe a little bit late on that one, as Nox is still going to die. And winz is going to lose his life as well. Lunatic-Hai pack onto the point. Are they going to get the respawns out in time, though? This is so close, and it's looking like it is. So Lunatic-Hai take the second point and make it very difficult now for Rogue to stay alive. I mean, it's a story of the group draw being pretty difficult when you're talking about Rogue's chances.
Thanks, OGN.
Well, how that works. The stick's going to come in. That's the double kill from Soon onto ryujehong and EscA. This could be the opportunity. They throw down the sound barrier trying to consolidate this, but uNKOE still falls. They do gain some control. First tick's going to come in. Lunatic-Hai will see whether they want to invest into trying to hold on to this one, but I don't think it's a great idea, as Whoru's going to fall. NiCO grabs Miro at the same time, and Rogue are going to be able to grab this, and they didn't even need to use all of the ultimates that they had saved up.
But Lunatic-Hai coming back in means they're going to be at least a little bit slower to get the formation on this, have a better shot. This is for their spot in the tournament, Rogue. We're waiting for them to look for a spot, a single pick, and I think they'll really invest.
Well, Lunatic-Hai have thrown down the sound barrier to try and stave them off. NiCO's Dragon Blade is there, but with this extra shielding, it's so hard to get anything done. There's the answering sound barriers. The self-destruct is going to come in, not going to find any kills, as zunba can now get straight back into the mech and does so successfully. NiCO picks up that kill onto tobi. But is it going to be enough to try and snowball this one through? I just don't know whether it is. Tac Visor comes in from AKM, but he runs away immediately.
Yeah, the nano boost.
High ground, but it looked like it was more just to try and keep himself alive. Not exactly coordinated, but Rogue are able to grab a bunch of kills.
That's 2.
Yeah. Ryu and zunba and his mech both going to be taken down. Rogue keep themselves alive. There it is. They're doing so much work here. We're very close to that full cap. Yeah. Oh my god, Rogue, can they actually do it? At least Lunatic-Hai are holding on for the moment, but AKM on this high ground, it's like fish in a barrel. Gets one with his tac visor. It's worn off now, but he's still able to get the work done. Miro has the use of the Transcendence, but that's going to wear off. Can they actually get this one done? We're down to 30 seconds.
1 for 1 at this point. Now it's a 2 for 1 though, but remember the respawns are still pretty timely.
Yeah. You can see ryujehong, he's the one on maid duty now, buying as much time as he can. Throws down that wall, and once again, he's going to be okay. But Lunatic-Hai still under the full assault of AKM, who's getting so much work done. Self-destruct isn't going to be able to get the kill into him as Miro's trying to deal with this soldier and does so effectively. Very, very close to getting taken down as EscA doing what he can to get rid of uNKOE. That's going to be the kill. And oh my god, it was so close for Rogue. But 3 seconds now on the clock. They've lost 2. Lunatic-Hai still losing more, but oh my... It's just
going to
not
be turned
enough.
around. Lunatic-Hai's getting these respawns, and here's May.
Sitting on that point, ryujehong, it's more of a celebratory move as the overtime ticks down. They are capped once again, and that is going to be the kill onto Soon. Rogue, everyone trying to run back, but they can't do it, and that's going to be that. Lunatic-Hai with the 3-0, sending Rogue home this early in the tournament, Papa Smithy.
And commiserations to Rogue, who really did shake up the Korean meta. Gone was just the standard dive and the triple tank. During the break, just a couple of weeks between Season 2 and Season 3, all the Korean teams scrimmed with triple DPS. We saw so many teams opening with it in the first weeks of this tournament. Some soft counters